People, what is up? How are you? My name is Shane Hoffman. Welcome back to Shane Hoffman Fitness. And in today's video, we've been doing a lot of whiteboard lectures lately. And today we're doing the 5 best foods, oh my God, this handwriting sucks, to speed or increase your metabolism. All right, so your metabolism. Look at that. You guys can barely read that. That's okay. Who cares? Because we're going to get into those 5 foods right now. All right. And starting off with one that's super hard for me to spell for some reason, and that's banana. And now I just made it illegible again by circling it, but who cares? So when we talk about banana, guys, okay, banana is a great food for multiple reasons. For one, now listen, if you have insensitivity or issues with digesting bananas, then maybe skip this one. But if you're someone who has digestive issues, I know there's times in my life where I've battled digestive issues, and bananas actually help me. They help for multiple reasons. For one, bananas are good quick energy. Okay, if you need quick energy, if you're going to get a workout in, banana can be really good for that. Another reason bananas can be good is they're loaded with potassium. They've got some electrolytes in there. Okay, they're going to help. There's not a lot of foods out there that I would say can have electrolytes that are going to help keep you hydrated. Now, is it a replacement for water? No. But does it have some electrolytes in there that might help with some absorption? Yes, I think the banana absolutely does. You don't want to overdo it, right? Because some bananas could be high in sugar. So you want to be careful. But if you're having a banana a day keeps the dehydration and keeps the muscle cramping away, as long as you're drinking enough water and getting all your other electrolytes to balance that. But banana's number 1. All right, number 2 we got up on this list is avocado. Now, avocado is good for many reasons. First of all, it's a fruit, and fruits are important to eat. We just covered banana, right? So then we got 2 fruits on this list that are going to help speed up your metabolism. But how is avocado going to do that, Shane? I thought that avocados were a fat and they're super high in calorie. Now, hear me out here. Yes, avocados can be a little higher in calorie because fats are higher in calorie per gram than carbohydrates and proteins. But hear me out here, okay? If you are someone who is avoiding healthy fats in your diet, you're screwing yourself. First of all, fats are important for insulation. Fats, which are going to help you be warm. Fats are important for hormone function. Fats are important for cushioning and cartilage, right? Fats have a bunch of functions that we can go over all day. Now, why do I like the avocado? Because the avocado also has omega-3s, and omega-3 fatty acids are also great in helping keeping your metabolism running, okay? There's the Krebs cycle, right, which is the fat-burning process within your body, right? If you go back to any sort of exercise physiology class or chemistry, we won't get in the nitty-gritty here because it's very boring and complicated, but, right, avocado, right, contains fatty acids that take place in that process. Okay, so it's important to have some fatty acids within your body that can be used, right, for purposes. And energy utilization is one of those purposes. Obviously, we talked about bananas in that first category, right, the first food as being glucose, which is the main driver of energy, but we still need some fat for energy, and we need some fat for storage for insulation, and a whole bunch of other things. And yes, avocados are going to be one of those healthy fats that can help speed up your metabolism. Just make sure you're not having 5 or 6, okay? A half an avocado to 1 avocado is plenty for most people. If you're a bigger person and you're really jacked, maybe you're eating 2, right? But a half avocado or even a whole avocado for some or most people is not bad. All right, we need some of those healthy fats in our diet. Don't neglect those. They're important. Just don't overeat them and choose them wisely. Okay, fatty fish like salmon and avocado are a great option when incorporating your healthy fats. Okay, let's move to the next. Now, if it wasn't an obvious one and one that you didn't know was going to appear on the list, it's here. Lean proteins. And when I say lean proteins, we can go things such as chicken, right? We've talked about the importance of these before in our muscle protein synthesis masterclass, which if you haven't watched yet, go watch after this one. We got lean chicken, right? We got white fish or salmon, right? Mainly white fish, but salmon also has some omega-3s in there, so I could put salmon as a protein on there, right? It's a fish source. And even some lean beef, right? These are super important because they got a ton of like vitamin B6, vitamin B12, a ton of some of these lean beef, again, has those omega-3s, same thing with the salmon, right? And most importantly, protein is going to be important for the satiety effect, right? Which is going to help keep you full. Now, how does this increase your metabolism? Easy. Protein are the building blocks of cells. They're the building blocks of tissues. right? So your connective tissue, your cartilage, your bone tissue, and of course, your muscle tissue. So without protein, you're not going to be able to build muscle. And what does muscle do? With every pound of muscle you build, it speeds up your metabolism, because muscle is what? Active tissue, right? Muscle is hungry tissue. It eats, it needs to eat. Muscle is active tissue, and proteins help build muscle. So if you're building muscle and consuming lean proteins, your metabolism is going to go up. The next one that's going to speed up your metabolism is coffee. Now, listen, coffee can be a controversial one. Caffeine is a supplement, okay? So coffee can be consumed in the form of coffee itself, right? Or pre-workout if you're using pre-workout supplements, and it is a stimulant. So be careful with this one. However, and be careful with the fact that it's also a diuretic and it's going to make you use the bathroom. But why is caffeine or coffee going to speed up your metabolism? Like I said, it's a stimulant. It's going to get you perking. It's going to get you moving more and increase your NEAT, your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So it's going to keep you up and moving more. And the more you move, the more your metabolism speeds up. Okay? Now, when you do coffee, obviously keep it in safe ranges. All right? Don't be pounding 20 cups a day. Keep it at like 1 to 2. 3 maximum, but try not to do 3. Like 1 to 2 is pretty good, okay? If you need to go 3, you got issues. You got to start weaning off it. I get it. I've used the pre-workout stuff before, right? If you're taking pre-workout that's high in caffeine, which is just, probably another form of coffee. Careful of the stuff you're putting in your coffee, okay? If you're putting creamers and sugars and artificial sweeteners in your coffee, it's not enhancing your metabolism, all right? If you're putting all that crap in there, you're doing more harm than good. If you cannot stomach it straight black, I get it. You can put an artificial sweetener in there of choice. I personally like stevia because it's the most natural. Whatever one you want to use, you can. If you need to put a little bit of milk in there, fine. Okay? It's fine. You can put your stuff in your coffee. You can take it. But coffee is going to help get that nervous system stimulated a little bit. It's going to get you moving a little more. It's going to make you feel good. It is a good one. Just be careful. All right? Aid on the side of caution here. It's a stimulant, and it could, if you do have gut issues from coffee, right, you might want to get your caffeine from other sources if that's something you're interested in. But I wanted to throw it on this list here because that doesn't mean it's not effective. It absolutely is. All right, and so next, our last option here is, can you believe it? Chocolate chip cookies. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry to play around with you guys like that, but no, it is not chocolate chip cookies. It is actually, that's an E, water. Water is the 5th and final thing that's going to be incredible for speeding up your metabolism. Guys, we're made of water. All right? Guys and gals, we're made of water. Water quite literally makes up like 80 to 90% of all of our cells, okay? Makes up like 90% of our body. I don't know the actual percentage and statistic here, but it doesn't matter. We know that water is important. We know that most of us is water, and we know that a hydrated cell and a hydrated muscle is a happy muscle and a happy cell. You need water, okay? It's important. Water is going to help with blood flow throughout the body, which is going to help with metabolism. Water is going to help with digestion. It's going to help with absorption. Water helps with everything. Staying hydrated is super important for cognitive function, for performance. If you're not hydrated, you're not going to perform well. If you're not going to perform well, you're not going to get the results you want, okay? Water is the 5th and final thing here that's going to speed up your metabolism. You want to aim for about, they say, 8 cups a day, right? Listen, if you're training, if you're watching this and you're training, double that, 16 cups a day, okay? You want to drink lots of water. Now, you don't want to overdo the water. You don't want to drink like 2 gallons of water a day, but a gallon for some people that are actually training super hard, that's what I do, that's not bad. If you're on the beginner side, you can aim for that 8 to 10 cups a day, right? Maybe those 2 liters, right? If you're a beginner, maybe 2 liters for you to start, and just build from there, build your tolerance from there. Right? There are things you can do to put in your water like Crystal Light or whatever to make it taste better. If you have to do that, then fine. But this is probably arguably the most important one on this list because you kind of need it to survive. So that is the 5 foods that are going to help speed up and increase your metabolism. Thank you guys for tuning into this YouTube lecture, and I will see you all in the next one.